A stunning new report from the top watchdog at the Homeland Security Department. It says the agency falls short when it comes to addressing domestic terrorism. The Inspector General cites the lack of a long-term plan to countering attacks at home, inconsistent advisories and alerts, and other major shortcomings. For more, I want to bring in CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga. Hi, Nicole. So what are some of the biggest revelations to come out of this report?
Hi, John. Well, I know that you often cite President Eisenhower's adage, don't let the urgent crowd out the important. Well, this 29-page report is an example of something important that has not made too many headlines, but promises to be urgent if left unaddressed. According to its top watchdog, DHS has no long-term approach to countering domestic terrorism and has not established a governance body with staff dedicated to long-term oversight and coordination of its efforts to combat this problem. The United States National Terrorism Advisory System, that's a system dedicated in part to alerting the American public about specific credible threats. Well, it has not had dedicated staff in place since 2017. It's not issued any terrorism alerts warning of those specific credible threats since December of 2015. In fact, DHS's intelligence arm didn't put out any bulletins specifically warning of violence at the U.S. Capitol in the run-up to January 6th. This from a department that is responsible by law for issuing warnings to state and local governments in the private sector. And for its part, intelligence analysts from the department told investigators they have limited access to the sources of information they need to identify domestic terrorism threats, meaning they can't access information like private social media groups and encrypted messaging apps. The action group dedicated to implementing DHS's strategic plan to combat terrorism has no decision authority, no separate funding, and no dedicated staff. And finally, at a time when we're trying to learn more about the threat of domestic terrorism, well, the department doesn't compile a national level statistics on the subject.
Wow. So the idea is if you're not preparing like this, these things that are going to be at our front doorstep soon. But help me understand the way that DHS defines domestic terror and also how grave the threat is that they lack the capabilities to pay attention to as much as they should.
Yeah, that's exactly right, John. And the official definition is any act of unlawful violence that is dangerous to human life or potentially destructive of critical infrastructure or key resources committed by a group or a person based and operating entirely within the United States or its territories without direction or inspiration from a foreign terrorist group. Now, that's a lot of words, but it distinguishes itself from the kinds of terrorism the United States became most concerned about post 9/11. In that last part, terrorism without direction from a foreign group, individuals operating in the United States. And the terms domestic terrorism and domestic violent extremism are interchangeable. Domestic violent extremism comes in many forms. So, for example, racially or ethnically motivated domestic violent extremism, militia violent extremists, abortion-related violent extremism. And in recent years and months, the threat has been amplified by the spread of violent ideologies online, which prove particularly challenging for federal law enforcement, which finds itself facing really an avalanche of online content and less dots to connect in the case of so-called lone wolves or lone offenders.
So tomorrow there will be the January 6th committee hearing of some of these groups that should be on the radar screen. Let me ask you as a last question, where does DHS go from here in tackling this problem and in responding to this report?
Yeah, DHS concurred with all 6 of the Inspector General's recommendations. The agency said it would complete a needs assessment by March 31st of next year. It vowed to discuss appropriate access to domestic terrorism case information with the FBI and Department of Justice by the end of this year. A good first step, albeit late for a department that celebrates its 20th anniversary this year. Now, a spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security did note that the Biden administration has been trying to turn this ship around, issuing around 100 100 unclassified intelligence products describing domestic violent extremism and the threat environment since January 2021. We should note, though, John, that both the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice are overdue in reporting their annual list of significant domestic terrorism incidents to Congress. The last report, what's called the Strategic Intelligence Assessment and Data on Domestic Terrorism, well, it came in May of last year. That report was over a year late. And this is a challenge because, to quote the ranking member on the Senate Homeland Security Committee, Rob Portman, it can leave lawmakers and law enforcement flying blind in the face of this emerging threat. Or in other words, John, how do you really solve a problem that you can't measure?
Bingo. Exactly right. Nicole Sganga, thanks so much.
Thank you.